steps necessary to go through, right, before you're going to start your inspection. Outside the building, always do these outside the building, never inside the building, right? You never turn the machine on inside the building because the machine is going to zero itself out to the atmosphere and say this equals 0. So this always has to be done in fresh air. First thing you do, check all 6 sides of the combustible gas indicator. Make sure it's not dented, damaged, cracked, or broken. Everything looks okay. Terrific. Next, unscrew the probe from the probe handle. Hold it up to the light. If you see the light, you've confirmed that the probe is not clogged. Reconnect the probe to the probe handle. At the other end of the probe handle, where the tubing connects, there's a stab connection. Check that, make sure it's nice and tight, it's not loose or cracked. Unscrew that cap in the probe handle, the wide cap, end cap, where the tubing connects. Inside are 2 filters. The first one is a dust or debris filter. It's designed to capture solids. It will capture moisture as well, but it's really designed for solids. It looks like a cigarette filter. You check it, it looks clean and dry, it looks okay, you can drop it right back in. Next, you want to check for the hydrophobic or water-sensitive filter. This one collects dust or solids. This one is designed for moisture, right? We don't want moisture to get into the machine. You want to pull out this filter, which is about the size of a nickel. And you'll see it has a white side and a yellow side. The yellow side also has writing on it. Inside this cap is a yellow ring with writing on it also. Yellow is supposed to face yellow. If you're colorblind, it's writing faces writing. Yellow to yellow. You check the filter, it looks clean and dry. No condensation, not dirty, damaged, cracked, or broken. The O-rings look good. You can reconnect it. Reinstall it. If yellow faces yellow, white also faces white. The white side of the hydrophobic filter will face the white dust filter. Reconnect. Then you're going to inspect the tubing. You're going to run your fingers across while you're looking at the tubing. Make sure it's not dirty. There's no moisture in there. It's not dry rotted, kinked, cracked, torn, or ripped. Inspect the connector at the end. Make sure it spins freely and an O-ring is present. Now you're going to connect it to the combustible gas detector. Line up the keyway connection on the connector to the device. Also, just note that there's a filter inside here at this connection point. There's a small cotton filter. You should be able to see it and it should be white. Line up the keyway, push it in, and it's about 1/8 of a turn clockwise and it will lock. To turn it on, there are 2 buttons on this PS200 LMP. There's 2 buttons, a blue power button and a black mode button. To turn it on, you hold the blue power button down until the pump comes on. Let go of that button. The machine is now going to do a 30-second self-check. The first screen that you have to look at, you want to check for a full battery strength. Make sure you see 4 dots on that battery. Next, the machine will show you the current date and time because it puts a timestamp on the readings that you get. Current date and time, make sure they're accurate. The next screen that advances will show you the next calibration due date. And lastly, you'll see 2 diamonds. One says CO and the other one says methane next to it. Those 2 diamonds should turn to a check. Once the machine has confirmed the internal methane and CO sensors are good, you'll see them turn to a check. No alarms went off, right? And I did not turn the machine off. The pump stopped. This is where you would enter in a bin number. For your purpose of your evaluation, your hands-on evaluation, we'll already have a bin number for you, but this is where you would enter in a bin number when you perform an inspection. There's one more check to do, right? It's called a block test. You have to prove that the tubing is leak-free. So you're going to hold the blue power button down until the pump comes on. Pump comes on. Where the tubing connects to the probe handle, pinch or fold that over, creating a block flow condition. The machine should alarm, saying, I can't suck anything in, something's wrong, which is the desired effect, which is the desired result. You've created a block, and you want to make sure the machine is reacting to that. That proves that you have no leak in the tubing. You've created a vacuum. If there was a leak in the tubing, it will not alarm. Then you have to replace the tubing or replace the device itself. So clear the block, release the block, hold the blue button down until the pump comes on. Now you can proceed with your leak survey as we demonstrated earlier during today's prior discussions. To shut the machine off after you've completed your leak survey, hold both buttons down at the same time, and you'll see on the screen it says off 3, off 2, off 1, let go, and you're done. Okay?